Hello, my name is Alexis Conway, and today I will be talking about my imposter syndrome study. First off, I would like to apologize for the re-recording of the video being so late. I was out of town as it relates to my internship that I'm currently a part of. Thank you. Imposter syndrome study. Agenda. These are the things that I will be going over today. Introduction. What happens when a person reaches success if they believe they got there by luck? And oftentimes in life, people strive to accomplish things, whether it's something tangible like success or tangible like a car, or something more abstract as the idea of success. Imposter syndrome is the feeling of inadequacy or self-doubt, even in the face of events that show differently. There are three different categories as it relates to imposter syndrome. The first one being feeling like a fake, the second one thinking that success was pure luck, and the third one thinking successful moments aren't a big deal. Which all these could be described as imposing as being successful, thinking success was pure luck, i.e. affirmative action, or anybody could do it, like your success wasn't a big deal. Who does it affect? First, when imposter syndrome was first discovered, they thought it only affected women. Recently, more studies have shown that it also affects men as well. When does it start? Imposter syndrome can start as early as elementary school, where students who are put in talented and gifted programs grow up and don't believe they're as smart as they should have been or as they were specified to be. And so to continue, I surveyed at least 40 participants. I gathered background information, and I asked questions to get the degree of imposter syndrome. Materials and methods. First off, I made a survey to distribute. The first part of the survey included background information such as age, gender, education level, and race. That is what would help me separate the different participants. The second part was comprised of 9 facts, and the subject was supposed to give them a number based on how true they were to them. 1 is completely untrue of me, and 6 describes me perfectly. After the survey was completed, I calculated the degree of imposter syndrome. I sorted the data, and then I compared it. The results show that I had a total of 66 participants. 18 were male and 48 were female. All ages were present, and most of my participants were of African American heritage. Results. On this part right here, it shows the gender, like the specified different genders and how they were laid out. Most of my participants were female. Over here relates to age range. Most of my participants were the age 19 to 21, which is 31.8%. Race. Most of my participants were black. And education level. My education level varied completely. The two most strong education levels were bachelor's degree and a master's degree. Women. These are the answers to the question based on age. So for the category, you see that this green, which is females aged 26 to 30, averaged the highest answers across the board. But then females 50 and older have the lower averages as it relates to answers across the board. I will discuss this further later. As it relates to men, this shows the average answer based on age. So each question is right there, and then the average ages are what are shown. The average answers are what are shown at this marking right here. You can see males from the age of 16 to 18 had the highest, while males from 26 to 30 had the lowest. These are the answers compared. On average, women had higher averages than men. As you can see right here, 16 to 18, this was the highest rated average for men. The highest rated average for women was from 26 to 30. There was not a representation of males from 36 to 40. Discussion. The average score was about the same, which was a 33. The smallest degree was in women aged 50 and above, which could be because they're retired and they're not moving up in their career, so they don't feel like an imposter. Men age 26 to 30 had the lowest because they don't feel threatened about where they are in their job. The largest degree was in women 26 to 30. At this point, women age 26 to 30 are often looking for promotions, and is a reason why the imposter syndrome would show up most there. Men age 16 to 18 had the high score, which isn't expected because they haven't completed college yet. But at this point, it could be because they've just graduated high school and they feel like everybody can do that, which is the third category of imposter syndrome. Conclusion. Women were the most affected by imposter syndrome. And for future work, I would question whether it happens once a career starts or whether the career plays a part in whether they're affected by imposter syndrome. Also, maybe education level has something to do with who is affected by imposter syndrome. In future studies, I would like to gather more male data because they weren't represented sufficient enough in my data to gather a complete conclusion. Also, a more variety of races. Thank you. Have a nice day.